This is Nazem Kadri, some audio, and we actually have this video, so you could. It's not 8 minutes long. This is Nazem Kadri talking about. Sorry for that. I'll cue it up next time. This is Nazem Kadri
First
talking
time,
about
Adam?
the hit that got him suspended. This time with Colorado in the playoffs last season. You remember that?
Round. Yeah. It's a thing producer Drew and I bonded over.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the time of the game, nothing had happened before, for it to get heated. I was just, trying to make a responsible defensive play. And a lot of things could have gone wrong if, he jumps by me and scores. So, obviously it wasn't my intent to injure at all. I'm just trying to step up and prevent him from getting to the net. So, it happened so quickly, and, thankfully he's all right, and, just looking to move on.
Were you frustrated about the appeal process?
Oh, of course. Yeah, it was. It's definitely strenuous for sure, and just time consuming. We didn't really have a whole lot of time to work with, so we kept pressing for a response and an answer. And I think in the end, if you can't come to a conclusive answer, the decision's going to stand. So that's where we were at with that. Obviously, I strongly disagreed, but what are you going to do?
That's him talking about the appeal, and now I think he's talking about his teammates.
Not one bit. Not one bit. They understand who I am as a person and what kind of character I have. So, I'd like to think I have everyone's respect in that locker room, and I'm sure they'd all say the same thing. They understand that I'm a competitive guy, and I'm going to go out there and do what I got to do, and I'm going to play hard, and I'm going to show up every night. So, no, I don't think I did. No.
The Avs logo's so good.
It's so good, and it's too bad they're screwing it up. Apparently, I heard from Mark, who's a huge Avs fan, been listening to our show forever. He said the thing that drives him the most crazy about the Avs jersey is that I don't think the blue on the lettering matches the pants. If I'm quoting Mark correctly,
I don't think it. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he was saying, I got to look him up. What did he say? He said, second, as an Avs fan, I don't really hate that they added blue to the jersey or even the numbers. What I hate is the blue helmets are actually a different shade of blue than what's on the jerseys and pants. That's what it was. I'm just glad they don't do the red jersey thing with Colorado diagonally across the chest anymore, which was those were bad too. Again,
I like those.
The jersey's perfect.
No.
Leave it. Leave it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yes, very good.
What did you think of the Naz comments?
Oh, can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
He is so extremely likable.
Okay.
You don't listen to Nazem Kadri and not like him. That's how I feel.
Some people did.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll shut up then.
Well, because producer Drew, who was a frustrated Colorado Avalanche fan, he didn't like that. Because and I think a lot of people, especially if they read the quotes instead of watching, will think friggin' Naz, it's the third time he's been suspended in the first round of the playoffs. He's learned nothing. Third time in the last 4 years. He's learned nothing. And that's what I thought at first. And then I thought about it a little bit more. What's he going to do? Undo the suspension?
Can't do that.
He's going to talk his way out of... no, I wasn't suspended. He's going to Tom Dundon this. I wasn't suspended last spring. He's just gonna.
He could take the Tom Dundon route. That wasn't the plan.
No. What's he gonna do? Improve his reputation? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna talk his way into getting less of a suspension next time?
No.
So just be your true, authentic self, Naz. Nothing's at stake here. You're a free man. Say what you want, and he did. I kind of respect it.
I do too. And I mean, listen. If he had done that and the Leafs had lost to Montreal. Like, imagine he was still a Leaf and that had happened. It didn't happen, but imagine it had. Bad. And, listen, I believe him when he says he was just trying to make a defensive play. Sure. Because there was nothing in that game that led up to it. No. I believe him, but... It doesn't mean that they didn't make the right call.
That's a lot of dirty hits. A lot of dirty hits are a guy changes direction at the last minute and you go, oh, shit, and you accidentally bean the guy, which is pretty much what happened here, if I remember correctly. I don't know. What is he supposed to say? There's nothing he can do to undo what he did. He's glad the guy's all right. I don't know. Maybe that's a boring answer. Maybe I should be condemning him and say, you stupid idiot. Atone! Nas, atone for getting suspended and costing your team. I just don't have it in me.
Okay.
Not in this case.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen again. Like, what else do you say? Where else are you going to go with that?
It might.
All right.
And then he's going to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Sure would look nice in the blue and white, wouldn't he?
My prediction is Montreal.
No.
Grew up a Habs fan.
I want him to be a Leaf again. Weirdly. Even after everything that happened. Could that not make you love the Leafs? Really love them again? Naz comes back. There's a redemption story. There's a redemption arc, guys.
That's sick. That's sick and twisted.
Is it?
Well, just the way he left. And for us to be like, yes, he's back, which I think almost all of us would be.
We would be.
That's sick in the head. We're deranged. We're sick puppies.
We're Leaf fans.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's
Yeah,
man.
I would like a good old-fashioned redemption story.
Yeah,
with
I want the
Toronto
guy who
Maple Leafs.
I want the guy who missed like half of the playoff games he was eligible for. Yes. We're sick. We're sick puppies.
We are.
I would rather Kessel.
That's him sick. He's sick to want to return here.
Kessel would have a better role on this team.
I think Kessel is exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, I think so too. I think finally he has found a spot. Okay, and I think lastly, before we get into the press conference here, we do want to take a quick moment and say thank you to everybody for your support since last Thursday. You know, just to run you through what happened over the course of the weekend, you know, we obviously have the big announcement. Everybody's super excited. And then that could have gone away. But it was like the wave that kept going, right? You took this show that we created out of thin air with a guy who understandably has built an amazing reputation and is an incredible performer.
And then there's Chris.
Yeah. And I was going to obviously say, you know, give him compliments to the both, but Steve's got it. I'm kidding. I'm just. But what I'm saying here, what I want to say is
found a place to park.
My
opinion.
I have to say we're just absolutely blown away by the support that the Chris Johnson show got this weekend. And, you know, normally we as a show don't really pay too much attention to the charts. But anytime you have a first episode that a show literally 24 hours before did not exist, was just an idea.
And wasn't on Spotify.
And it goes.
It wasn't? You think it would have been mentioned?
Stop it.
Okay.
Goes, as people are still tweeting about the Google thing, so I keep tweeting the Google podcast link.
It's not on there.
I'm going to fight them.
It's I've never seen Jesse upset about anything.
It's
this
up!
This is the thing.
It's up on Google!
Google it.
Damn Android people.
So here's how the weekend goes. We wake up Saturday morning. I get a text from somebody who shall remain nameless and anonymous, and they say, "Hey, just a heads up, the show you launched yesterday, #1 in sports in Canada on Apple. That's amazing." The next day, I get a notification from a different person. Hey, just so you know, the show that didn't exist 72 hours ago is now #1 in Canada. And by the way, it beat out Dateline NBC. That's our #1 podcast? Really? I guess that was that particular day.
All categories.
And you got to remember, too, in Canada, football is a big deal up here, and football podcasts right now explode. If you could be #1 on a weekend in Canada right now in a sports category or in an overall category, you're probably football or crime and murder. Those are the two podcasts that do extremely well, right? Hockey does extremely well as well. I'm not taking away, but like the thing that I think that we're most proud of, though, is in the United States in hockey podcasts, #1 on Apple over the weekend.
Wow.
And I would say it probably would have been #1 on Spotify, but it's not on there. Thanks, Jesse. But beyond all of that, that is this community. You are the reason why this show happened. You are the reason why I believed, Steve believed, Jesse believed, and most importantly, Chris and Julian believed that this could happen and work. And we knew that you loved Chris. We knew that you loved him a lot, and we did too. But the support for that show, which is objectively a very good show as well.
Yes,
it's not like you know you go to you support your friend's band and they suck. Like this is a great show, and it's only going to get better.
It was good. to have a show that didn't exist and then they actually make it and you're like, oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It could have been bad.
Yeah, it could have been. We don't know. And so I just wanted to say to you, thank you so much. The network will continue to grow from here. There are other things. I know there's something on our website right now. We won't even say what. You can go to sdpn.ca. People are speculating about one of the slides that's up there under the show section. We're very excited about that.
Jesse, you're very cheeky.
And
What?
yeah, you are
I
a
didn't
cheeky
do anything.
boy for putting that
No,
up there, by
I
the
just
way.
I added the thing. I was getting prepared.
No, we didn't need to do that, but Jesse's being a cheeky
No, I
boy.
had to get prepared.
Being a cheeky boy.
Doesn't make the image.
Noted cheeky boy. So we just wanted to say thank you to you because really cool. And you have to understand, right? We started this podcast in my mom's basement 8 years ago. We never thought that this was even possible. So to have come even this far, to have managed a pandemic, to have not been in the same studio for 18 months, to all of the things that have happened, this happened because of you. So we just want to take a moment and say thank you because without you, there literally is none of this.
Nothing.